Hey there, it's Jake again. Okay, well, tonight I came up with a topic that I believe has been discussed numerous times, especially on the forums at the Temple of the Jedi Order, and I believe that it's about time that the topic gets hit again. And that is, what does it mean to be a Jedi? Now, we have at the temple our oath and our creed and our 16 basic teachings and all of these words that you see written describing what a Jedi should believe, what a Jedi should think and feel, and what you should be. Now, the real question is, online there are many people who look, seem, and act like a Jedi. Real question is, what about offline? What do you do with what you read in your real life, in your actions, in your daily activities? Does it stop at the temple? When you log on and you type some very well thought out, some very good answer, and you respond to somebody and they're like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And they're like, that sounds, that guy, he must be, he must truly embody the word Jedi, because he seems exactly what I want to be. Once you log off, does it stay that way? Do you embody that in your regular day? Or does it, exactly like you, when you hit that log off button, does it stop? And that's the true question. Because a real Jedi, a true Jedi, it does not. It continues. As soon as you hit that log off button, if anything else, once you hit log off, you should become more of a Jedi, because you, in your everyday life, are an example to everyone around you, whether you realize it or not. Everything you do, every word you say, every action you take, is observed by hundreds of people every day. And now, if someone is looking at you at any point in time and thinking, wow, that was really stupid, or they could have handled that better, then you need to look in the mirror and figure out, am I truly living up to what I swore to be at the temple? Because every single one of us, when we sign in, we have taken an oath that swears that we will embody the Jedi way. Now, to be a Jedi, like I've been saying, is not just reading the words and acting on them. Words are just that. They're words. They mean nothing if you don't do anything with it. To be a true Jedi, in my opinion, you need to be a selfless embodiment of love. You need to act, rephrase that, if you see something and in which way you could help. Example, 2 days ago, I was in a patrol car at work, driving in between properties, and I was driving by a school, and in the school parking lot there's a car pulled over, and there's someone out there obviously having difficulty changing her flat tire. And I couldn't tell you how many cars I counted passing right by, every single one of them looking out their window at her. and doing absolutely nothing to help. Now, me, I stopped. I pulled over, came up behind her, showed the car headlights on her tire, and I got out, and not only did I help her put her car, her flat, change it out and put the spare on, but I taught her how to do it. And I made sure, I ran through it again with her, I made sure that she understood how to do it again, just in case this ever happens, because I knew that, there was an infinitely small possibility that I would be there again to help her if she ran into this trouble again. So I made sure that she knew how to change her tire. Now, that's a little thing. That's nothing big. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to say that, that's my good deed for the day. As a Jedi, you should not think like that. Your thinking should be, okay, I've helped this person. I've helped them, to learn something new. And hopefully through that, they have bettered themselves. And I have bettered myself for for being a part of it. And then you should turn around, get back in that car, drive off and look for someone else to help. And if you don't look for them per se, you should be aware. Be aware that somewhere out there is somebody that needs help. And if it is within your scope of ability, you should help them. Now, I'm not saying you should feel obligated to help them. You should want to. There's a total difference between the two words. Obligation is something that I find it to be a negative term. If you are obligated to something, then that means, to me anyway, that you are only doing it because you should. As a Jedi, you should want to help. You should want to do whatever you can to better yourself and the people around you. Now, and that is at the core of what I believe a Jedi is. And then you add to that love. You should not only want to help, want to help yourself be a better person, but you should love doing it. It should be your passion. It should be everything that you are about, is to help the world in any small way that you can. Because honestly, that's all you can do. Let's face it, most of us that call ourselves Jedi are not going to turn around and somehow become this huge mogul of society and be able to help hundreds of thousands of people just by the words you say. It's not going to happen. Or the amount of money that you throw at it. It's not going to happen. It is what you do, is the small things you do every day that make you either live up to the name Jedi or make you fall short. And now, mind you, when I say this next part, I am not talking about anyone in particular. Just as a general, for the whole community, I want you to walk into your bathroom, into your room, wherever you have a mirror, hell, even your computer screen in your room. Look at yourself and ask, do I embody what I swore an oath to? And if you're honest with yourself, let me put it this way, you need to be honest with yourself. Because if you look in that mirror and you think, man, I really don't be discouraged. It's not my point. If you look into that mirror and you decide that I really don't live up to what I swore to be, make it happen. make yourself find that love that you need, that energy and that focus to turn it around and give everything that you know, everything that you've learned back to the rest of the world, one person at a time. Because, like we mentioned earlier, you are not going to be able to affect thousands of people all at the same time. It is just one at a time, one seemingly insignificant little act of kindness, of wisdom, of knowledge, one seemingly insignificant act of love that will change the world. All these big names, yeah, I can think of, not by name, but by face, plenty of large scale, like televangelists and that kind of stuff that believe that they honestly change the world. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not even close to being true. Those people that watch shows, and I'm not saying that, excuse me, in any way is it wrong to watch a televangelist or anything like that, but what is wrong about it is when people watch these shows and they're like, yes, that is a good point, that is absolutely, what we need to do, and they turn around and do nothing. That is my problem, because that is 99% of the time what happens. You can read these posts at the temple in the forum and be like, that's what I need to do. That sounds like a brilliant idea. That is what a Jedi should truly embody. Then make it your goal to embody that. Because if you don't, you are not only failing yourself, but you are failing the rest of the community. And yes, I am charging you with this. Not as a master of Jediism or a bishop or anything like this. I am charging you with this as just a simple follower of the belief of Jediism. I am charging you to turn around, look into that mirror, ask yourself that question. And if you are happy with what you find, what you answer yourself with, then make it more. If you are happy with what you see, then you're not getting it. You need to put more emphasis into it. You need to become more of a selfless asset to the rest of the world. And now I'm not saying that it's wrong to be happy. I'm just saying now that you have hit that point, you need to take it farther. And if you look into that mirror, and if you find that you are unhappy with your ability to live up to what you've sworn to do, then you also need to take it farther. You need to look, and you need to look deep inside yourself and find whatever you need to find. Whatever small kernel that it is that exists within you, and take that and expand. Grab a good hold of it and go out into the world and do something that you wouldn't normally do. Like, for instance, the car thing. Find someone changing their tire. Next time you drive by and you see someone on the side of the road who's got their emergency flashers on, they're out there on the cell phone trying to get a hold of somebody, pull over. I see that almost every day. Pull over and talk to them and see if you can help. Even if you don't know anything about a car. Because I don't. The only thing I know is how to change oil, brake fluid, and tires. But pull over and ask them if there's anything that you can do to help. If they say no, then just be like, okay, wish them a good day. Make sure that there really is nothing that they need. And if there's not, there's nothing more you can do. Drive away. Plain and simple. How hard is that? That's what you need to do. You need to break out of, because most people who haven't done something like that, who are just aren't used to doing that, and maybe they have done it once or twice through their life, or every once in a while, they're just not used to doing it. Break out of that shell, because that is what's holding you back. If you look into a mirror and you answer yourself, no, I'm not living up to this, it is your own fault, because you have built a shell around yourself, and you don't think yourself capable of doing something like that. But you are. So take it upon yourself, take it from me, to get out there and share your knowledge and wisdom and your love with the rest of your community. And watch. And that is not an immediate thing. No, by no means. But you watch. If you go out there and you spread just, as often as you can. It could be once a week, once a day, a month or a year. It doesn't matter. Whatever you have the opportunity to do it. And you will notice a change. This is ever so slightly, just a small change. But you will have a hand in that. It may not be all directly because of you, but you will at least have a hand in it. And that right there is the beginning of realizing your full potential as a Jedi. Because every single one of you, every one of these of you people who sign in to that website, take that oath, are taking an oath to be a true Jedi. It says right at the top of the temple's website, we are real Jedi. We are not role players. And that's exactly what you need to strive to be. A real and true Jedi. Not a role player. Honestly, if I find out somehow through some weird twist of the universe that somebody on this website is not living up to what they have sworn to do, I will make it my goal to get rid of them, get them out of the Temple Society. Because to me, you are a liar. And liars are not Jedi.